Today guys, Fiat have brought me to Italy to drive their new Sport Cross. This thing behind me is insane. Look at the wheels and tyre package. It is awesome. I'm gonna jump in the car now. I'm gonna go and have some fun. I have taken the passenger seat now, letting Craig, bravely letting Craig take the beast out. You don't want to be crashing her straight away before we get out of the car park, mate. But you know, I've got to admit, we've just come down, you know, motorway and into sort of, you know, what I'd say is more of a driving road. Yeah. And I'm loving the comfort level in this. I was not expecting it to be this comfy, and the seats and, you know, how plush the leather is. So impressed with it. We are battling some rain today, but that's not a problem. I don't think that's a problem at all, is it?
That's good. Paddle shifts as well.
Paddle shifts.
I love that.
So I've had a nice cup of tea, 2 teas today actually, which is very unlike me. I'm usually an energy drink type of guy. But I've got to admit, my first time in Italy, big thanks to Fiat. It's such a beautiful place, although it's, you know, slightly moist today. It's a very, very nice place to be. You do have the rolling hills, you have the flat plains and stuff, but we're going to get out into the mountains, I think, in a minute, aren't we? And
that's what I love.
Some sort of mountains.
This car is like, a minute ago we were in the city, and we were driving around, and it just fit in absolutely fine. We just stopped off for a coffee or tea, the second tea of the day, and now in the mountains, and we're going through country roads, I guess, and it fits in again. Like, it's really.
Do you know, that's the thing, like, I've driven a couple of pickup trucks, but nothing this comfy in town, and this nice to drive on an open motorway as well. The versatility and the cross factor between you know, wanting to take it through town and easeability of reversing it with the reversing cameras and stuff is there. Once you get it out onto the motorway, it doesn't make any noise, no sort of real heated seats, it's got literally everything on it. And then obviously we're going to take it for a cheeky bit of off-roading next. Test out the off-road abilities. I think that needs to happen. Get her nice and muddy as well. And as like every other road trip, I'm going to do a bit of car spotting. That's just what I do. So if I can find any, well, we did go past a little Fiat 500 actually, and I didn't get it on camera, and that made me feel like well, it was content that was gone. I couldn't get it. Lovely little old school Fiat 500 with a little Italian man driving it. But it's nice to see that there is some old school cars. Once you get into the, you know, hills and the mountains, I'd say there is a lot more old school car. And I appreciate that, even in the wet. Oh my God, my first vineyard. See, this is what I was expecting when I got to Italy, is just seeing vineyards everywhere. And now we're actually in the mountains. Just the scenery is getting more beautiful every time we go around a corner. Vineyards absolutely everywhere. Look how beautiful these roads are. Oh, but this truck is, you know, dealing with us, you know, doing U-turns and stuff in the road very, very easily. We have a champagne connoisseur, wine connoisseur with us as well.
I mean, it's after harvest, so it's sort of the end of the season now. I can see from the vineyards, but like, just these roads are incredible. Do you think that people are working on these roads, these vineyards, in the summer all the time? The hairpins around here.
It's so cool. So we're getting more onto more of an open road now. We've actually just put it from 2-wheel into 4-wheel. Huge difference from your end, I think, it's crazy. With the steering control. I can even feel it from the passenger side. The way this car sort of turns in now, truck turns in, the front wheel differential and everything working with the back to bring you around the corners. Huge game, like changer, when you're in this sort of condition and on these roads, I think.
Absolutely. Like the steering feels like heavier and it's a lot more direct. So before, I'd put it into a corner and it would react like any sort of rear-wheel drive car. Where now, you're getting a lot more feedback through the wheel, which is really useful because these roads are slippy and they're hard, well-used roads that are used all the time.
Taking it down these roads, you realise these diffs and stuff are not really just for off-road. You can use them on an everyday basis as well. Fiat Panda spotting. Oh, spot game is strong on the Fiat Pandas right now. Oh, we are Fiat Panda spotting hard. Yes, I nearly just hit my hand on a bloody sign there. Top work. So as we go up into what I would class as the mountains, this is like sheer drops each side. nice and scary for us.
And some really nice,
And
slick, wet roads.
And nice and foggy as well. But the FallBack is doing a very good job. So we finally found the off-road course with Craig right behind me trying to set up GoPros. 2 GoPros on the front. But this is the sort of conditions we're dealing with for this part of the video of this car. Off-roading commences right now. We're on the off-road part of this stage. We're calling it a stage, like a rally stage. I think that's what it is. We're actually in the manual variant of the Full Cross. I think better for off-roading. Leave me a comment below if you know. What do you reckon, Craig?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd have said so.
It's been good so far.
It has been very good so far. It's got us out of a very sticky situation, didn't it? Yeah. But it was very good. Just pulling over, trying to get shots, and then, you know, engaging the 4-wheel drive, because as you can see, it is so bad out here. I'm glad we're in 4-wheel drive, you know, off-roaders and not in Lambos. So we just dropped the truck back off. Made a little bit of a mess. We had a good time off-road. Right, so I thought I'd run outside, guys, and show you this FallBack. This is the one I would 100% have. It looks epic. Honestly, I love the look of this. Big mud tyres, aftermarket wheels down there. Looks like they're split, maybe? Yeah, split rim. Really, really cool look. Dirt bike in the back. That is the selling point for me, if I'm honest. That is such a cool look. That's the one I'd have, big time. I think it looks proper cool. Again, this is the car that we've been driving, the FallBack Cross. Again, the Spec, I'd have it. I'd probably have it in a darker sort of, I think they do a sand green. It's the one I'd have. Finishing this video off, I'd like to thank all of the guys at FIAT UK for putting on an awesome event. I can't believe that we've got to this point in the channel where I'm able to, you know, fly around the world to drive some unbelievable cars and trucks. Follow FIAT UK on all of their social media platforms, and thank you so much for watching.